Hi, welcome to Hungry Oceans. We are here today in Brazil, Indiana, at Honeysuckle Hill
Bee-stro.
Bistro. Inside, I've heard they have some bees. They have honey type things. I've heard the food is really great. Thanks to Chris. Shout out for telling us to come here. Well, I've never even heard of it, and I guess they've been open since around 2016. I've never even heard of this place. It's off the beaten path. You would never know it's here. It's kind of in the middle of this a very beautiful area, as you can tell. Wooded. Anyway, we're gonna head in to Honeysuckle Bistro and see what kind of food they have. It's a very tiny place, and there are only a few tables, so the thing we're gonna do is probably not do a lot of filming in there to keep people have some privacy because it is tiny. So let's go eat.
We are on our way home. We just finished eating at
Honeysuckle Hill
Bee-stro. Well, what do you think, Jody?
It's different. Okay, so the menu, I think this is good here, right?
Yes.
The menu, it's got,
Did you want me to do something with the menu?
you mark on the menu what you would like to get, and then that goes to the chef, who I think it's a husband and wife, and then there were two gals that were taking orders. You mark on here what you want. They have three main things. Today they had pork, chicken, and steak, and then they have 5 sides, which was corn, baked potato, mashed potatoes, green beans, and honey glazed carrots. The meals all come with a salad or a soup. And so that's how they do it basically. So you can get a bites plate, which is all 3, a little portion of all 3 of the servings for the day, since these change every week. They're only open 2 days a week, Fridays and Saturdays, maybe Sundays. So you can choose a bites plate, which has 1 of each of the little pieces, or you can just get a whole plate, like a bigger portion of the chicken, the pork, or the steak. I thought that was interesting. I like it. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it better food if you keep it simple like that. The salad. I got the salad, Matt got the soup, so we could both try it. They make their own dressing there. It's a honey base. They have bees. We did find the bees, so we'll make sure that's in this video. And salad was amazing. was awesome.
What kind of salad was it? Was it just lettuce? Or was there anything else in it?
Had strawberries.
It looked like it had strawberries, edamame.
Strawberries, almonds, edamame.
What was the cheese?
I don't know.
There's some kind of white cheese.
It probably
kernels.
says on here, maybe. No.
Feta?
Sausage spinach soup, strawberry spring salad, strawberries, almonds, feta, and edamame. So good. I could eat that every meal. It was so yummy. The salad was great. What about the soup?
The soup was a sausage spinach soup. And it was really good. It was served in an actual cup. A little teacup, which I thought was fun. And it had some like white beans in it. Obviously spinach. It had sausage and some carrots, I think. And it was a really, really good way to start the meal, especially paired up with bread. They have bread that I assume they bake right there because it certainly seemed like homemade bread.
With some sort of honey type butter.
It was like
So good.
it was some kind of sweet, kind of like a cinnamon butter.
Everything's kind of sweet there.
Yes.
The sides were all a little bit sweet, buttery, either buttery or honey flavor type. The main courses kind of were sweet, a little on the sweeter side maybe, like a glaze or something. The okay, so here's, just before we start, we couldn't do the filming really because it would have been rude to people. There's only maybe 6 tables on
There's
the
8
whole...
tables.
What?
There's 8 tables.
There are 8 tables in that room.
One seats 8, and
There's like
2 people, and
5 would be for 4. 5 tables for 4 people. Thank you, Matt, for clarifying.
You're welcome.
So it's a really small little place, and so you kind of have to wiggle through. We didn't want to disrupt anybody. So we waited a while for our food, which I didn't care. That makes me happier. That means it's made to order. I don't have a problem with it. But that's a pretty hopping place. They were very, very busy.
Yes.
Tell us about the food. What do you think, Matt?
I really, really liked it. I got the bites plate, and I got, for the chicken, I asked for a thigh. Their chicken is pan-fried, and it is boneless, so it's not like fried chicken like you would get from KFC or something like that.
There's a Pizza King in Brazil. Look at the Pizza King. Sorry, I like Pizza King.
I requested a thigh, and the pork came with it, and the steak. I did not write on the menu thing when I handed it in how to cook the steak, and they didn't ask. But when the waitress brought the soup, I said, "Hey, could I get that steak, medium or medium rare?" And the steak ended up being well done, but it was still juicy.
It was.
So I'm okay. I'm okay with the steak that's well done as long as
It was juicy.
still juicy.
It wasn't dry.
So I can't really complain too much about the steak, especially at the price. It was $19.99, I think.
$19.99. Mine was $15.99, and I got the chicken, the pan-fried chicken meal, just chicken, and I got a breast with mine.
The first person that we talked to had, when we sat down, had suggested that if you get the bites plate, that a pro tip is if you don't mark which sides you want, then you get a little bit of each. But the lady that took the order, I guess she's only been there a month and a half or something. She was unaware of that. So I chose 2 sides. I got the honey glazed carrots and the green beans.
Exceptional.
Yes.
So good.
Very, very, very good.
I got the creamed corn, sweet creamed corn, and mashed potatoes. It was like sweetness overload. It was so sweet.
The corn was definitely not from a can. That is good.
It was really good.
Fresh Indiana corn. And I think that may have been my
Your favorite side?
Well, I don't know. I really liked the carrots too.
The carrots are the best side, I think. Now, what about for the main? What was your favorite? The steak, the pork, or the chicken?
I really liked the chicken and the pork. If I had to put it in order, it's chicken, the thigh, because I tried Jody's chicken breast that she got. I didn't like the chicken breast as much, but I prefer dark meat. It was just a little, it wasn't dry, but it wasn't as moist as the thigh, but you could say that anywhere, because the thigh is...
Okay, so your favorite is?
The chicken, and then the pork. The pork had a nice, the edge had a nice layer of fat on it, which Jody, on her piece, she cut that off.
I did.
But the pork with the fat, it's very, very good.
If I could re-choose, I would have gotten just the pork. And the funny thing is that when I saw that, I was like, ooh, that's the one I definitely don't want. I felt like the pork was the best. I probably wouldn't go in there and get a steak. You can get a steak anywhere, and this is more like a farmhouse type food, and I think that I think more of a country type.
I got the steak because it was part of the the bites plate.
Yeah. But if
otherwise, I don't think I probably would have ordered the pork, not the steak, if I picked just one.
Yeah, I would choose the pork. It's really, really good.
And the pork also was not dry. I thought it was nice too.
It was so juicy. So there's a little. This is a little hidden gem, I would call it, here in Brazil. We're so glad that you came along with us. We're sorry we couldn't do a lot of filming inside, but we hope we summed it up for you and explained exactly what it's like to eat at the Honeysuckle Hill Bee-stro. And we hope that if you're in Brazil, Indiana, you stop by there if you can find it. It's off the beaten path. It's not on the main drag at all.
Well, since you're watching this probably on your phone, all you have to do is Google.
You Google it.
And you find it, and you click on it, it'll give you directions how to get there. It's easy. It's off the beaten path, but I don't think there weren't any gravel roads other than the driveway.
Thank you to Chris for telling us we should go there. We really appreciate it. And like always, if you have an idea of a place that we should go and check out, we would be more than happy to do that. Just leave that in the comments section. Be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on
Hungry Oceans.
Bye.
Bye. See, or something like that.
There's a Pizza King in Brazil. Look at the Pizza King. Sorry, I like Pizza King.